Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for another Bloomburrow draft. The arena opens this weekend, and we're going to be playing in it, I think. So I'm going to be practicing a little bit, doing some drafting, playing the set. I don't like this set. I don't think it's great, so I haven't been playing too much of it. Normally, I play a lot of a draft set if I like it, but I give this set a 6 out of 10. It's not that amazing, but it is the format for the arena open, and I would like to play in that, so we'll jam a little bit of this. We're here with Twitch chat today. So, Fabled Passage, obviously a complete whiff in our opening pack. Blue cards are generally unplayable because you just don't want to be in blue to start off. It's the worst color. Beauregard Mentor is great, but it's a gold card. The red cards are mediocre. Tree Guard Duo is good. Green is the quote-unquote best color in the set, according to most people. So, green and white. Taking green and white cards is a little bit risky here. I really don't want to take a green, white, gold card. That seems insane. But the red cards are mediocre. The black cards are bad. I wish there was a good black card to take here, but we don't have one. I think I'm just going to take Warren Elder. It is one of the best white creatures, one of the best white commons. And I just think green is less likely to be open than white. So I'm going to go with this white card. And of course, the person on our right passes us red rare because they don't want to be in red black. Nobody does. I could take an Intrepid Rabbit here. It's pretty great pickup. Eat Tarvis, High Stride. Those are mediocre green cards. Rabbit's amazing. This is my pick for best white common right now. Which is crazy because Banishing Light's a common as well, but this guy's ridiculous. This could mean Lizards is open, and maybe I should just take this and draft red-black Lizards. Like, we see the uncommon here. We've got Flamecaller. More Lizards could wheel. Should I take the white cards, or should I just go in Lizards really early here, knowing it's going to be open? Like 90% chance it's going to be open. There's like a 50% chance white is going to be open. But we'll take the rabbit anyway. See where we end up. Coruscation Mage. Not amazing. Curious Forager is pretty great. When ETBs return a permanent from your graveyard to your hand if you forage. White and green doesn't really have a lot of, ways to fill the graveyard, so you're not going to get, this is a green-black Squirrels card. Bonebind Orator's okay. This guy, if I go into Bats, I'm going to take the Forager here. I'm not sure where we're going to end up, but I think this is the best card in the pack. I think I'm going to take it. Yeah, our red-black Lizards deck would look pretty good here. Sunshower Druid. Haven't seen any great frogs either. This guy's not amazing. You've got to be in white-green. We see a Head of the Homestead here, which is good. I don't know. I think I'd probably go Head of the Homestead over Harvest Right. He might wheel. He's almost like a gold card, right? He really wants to be in white-green rabbits. He doesn't trigger off any other creatures, right? Head of the Homestead is just really good. It'll be good in white-green. It'll probably be good in green-black. Yeah, let's take it. Burrington, how you doing? How's life? Wave Rider in the Breach combo deck. Target creature gets +1. If it's a token, it gains Death Touch. Not amazing. Corpse Berry Cultivator is pretty good. I haven't seen a ton of black yet. Here's a black removal spell. I'm going to take Cultivator. It could be green-black here. I think white's drying up. Ooh, this bat is not... Oh, no, that's not. It's a different bat. Yeah, never mind. Rampager is just a good solid body. Thorn Plate's kind of mediocre. Sonar Strike, another Head of the Homestead. 4 mana 4/4 is just whatever. Head of the Homestead maybe again here? Not sure what we're going to end up doing. Sonar Strike is pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to be white-green or not. I think I'm still going to take this. Bravekin's kind of mediocre. And there's some black cards. I do like this guy. Returning another creature card from your hand as you exile this from the graveyard is good value. You can mill this and it's good. This guy's also not bad. Not sure if I'm going to be white-green or black-green yet. Rum and Get It's actually pretty good. So is Scales of Shale, but not in our deck. Man, our Lizards deck would have been great, I think. All the Lizards wheeling here. Yeah, I'm going to take that. Dagger Fang Duo. All the Lizards. Both the Lizards wheeling from our opening pack. Yeesh, I'm not going to play this, I think. Oh, a Corpseberry really late there. So Squirrels, I'm not sure if Squirrels is open. I think Rabbits is not open. I took some white cards at the end there, but there wasn't really a ton of black that I was passing up on. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where we're going to end up. Green-black Squirrels is very good. I would rather be green-black than white-green, I think. I didn't see a ton of black pulling me in, though. Like, not a lot of good, cheap removal or anything. Like, we saw a 5-mana removal spell. That's not really a signal. I'm just going to cut the black card. Red-black Lizards wide open. Probably what I should be drafting and just go all in on that. Hope it's good enough. But we got a really late Corpseberry. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe Squirrels is open? Oh, man. I mean, this guy's insane. It's hard to pass that up. I think I have to take that. Yeah, the green cards are not amazing here, so I don't feel bad passing any green. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. They lose life and you gain 2 life for 4 mana. That's also very good. It's a Squirrels card. It's excellent in the Squirrels deck as yourself milling. But Darkstar augurs Dark Confidant, right? And in a deck that's, you know, hopefully making a bunch of food, ideally, we won't have to worry too much about losing a bunch of life, right? That is very good, though. I'm going to take the rare here. See where we end up going. 2 rares in this pack. None of them for me. Clifftop Lookout's pretty great here. Druid of the Spade, a Lizard. No green and black cards here, but Banishing Light. A good white card. I'm going to still take the green card over it. Coiling Rebirth. It's okay. Not amazing. 3-Tree Scribe is quite good, but not really in the Squirrels deck. I guess I'm going to take Rebirth here. Rebirth. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Bonebind is better, but that's a much more likely card to wheel. Yeah, I'm probably going to get out of white. Vine Reap Mentor. There we go. Now we're getting rewarded for being in Squirrels. Corpseberry also in the pack. But Vine Reap is perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. Make a bunch of food. Fountain Port? Doesn't make food, sadly, but Heaped Harvest could be a card I would play. Yeah, I think in the food deck, it's actually pretty good. This also gives us, like, Clifftop Lookout and Heaped Harvest means we have fixing. If I get, like, a, you know, black-blue rare in pack 3, like a bomb or something, I could easily play it. Double black is kind of shitty. I guess I'll take this. I'm not crazy about that either. It is a black card, but I don't know if I want to play it. Golgari's great. Yep, like Golgari. But again, it doesn't even matter what you like in this format. It doesn't matter what you think is good. You have to play your seat. That's really what you should be doing in every draft. So all the 17 lands data that says green is the best color, and then green, white, green, black, and, you know, the green archetypes, green, blue, like those are some of the best, most winning archetypes or whatever. I think you have to take a lot of that with a grain of salt, actually. I mean, I have removal here. I think I'm going to take removal over the Bone Cache. Because this format is so much about just finding your lane and just committing to that thing and making sure. So, like, I should be red-black Lizards. That's the actual deck that's open for my seat. So instead of having, like, the nuts red-black Lizards deck, I'm going to have a maybe decent green-black Squirrels deck. Do you know what I mean? I'm taking like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 deck instead of taking like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10 deck. in lizards. Like, even though lizards overall is a worse archetype by looking at the data, it doesn't matter. If you have the nuts version of the lizards deck, you're gonna have a great deck, right? I think that is going to lead you to more wins than trying to, like, wow, late corpse berry, 4 corpse berries randomly. Rat colony. Oh, this thing. Yeah, never mind. Why is this in here? Get out of my pack. You're useless. Tree guard duo is pretty good. I'm really high curve here. I'm a little bit worried. Treetop. I probably have to take Treetop over Tree Guard. That's actually the card. They're both tree something. I thought I was taking the, yeah. This is the guy that pumps. It is very good. Much better in frogs, but I'm going to take Treetop here. Yeah, Golgari is great. Like, there's a bunch of them that are really good. And by the data, yeah, Golgari, like the green-based archetypes are the most winning archetypes, but that's where it gets really murky, People hear they read the data or hear about the data, they hear the content creators talk about the data, and then they take it to heart and they say, okay, I've got to be green. I've got to be, and they ignore, like, oh, you could, like, I know blue-red otters sucks. Blue-red otters is one of the lowest win rate archetypes, but there are people who still go 7-0 with blue-red otters because nobody else is taking it. And when that happens at the table, you're going to end up in a better deck more often than if you take the winning archetypes that the data says are good and they're more hotly contested. Ooh, Osteomancer Adept. That is pretty insane. What a pass here. So green-black squirrels coming together nicely for us, which is great. This is the part where I wasn't sure if we were, like, this is pack 3. Our deck was looking like a 6 out of 10. Now it's closer to a 7 out of 10, which is nice. Get that in there. Wandertail, Psychic Whirl, Cash Grab. It's got to be Cash Grab here, right? This card is amazing in this deck. How many creatures? 15 creatures already. Yeah, Cash Grab's great. Okay. Looking good. Bushy Bodyguard. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. And Vine Reap? Wait, what? Long Stop Brawl? Oh, my God. All these cards I want. I'm not going to get any of them back. Oh, if Vine Reap? I think Vine Reap is more important than the Bushy Bodyguard. Am I crazy? This card's very good. It puts a 4-3 and then maybe another 4-3. Like 2 4-3s into play for 4 mana. Oh, my God. I'm going to take Vine Reap. I think that might be crazy. Bandit's Talent? That's okay. I think I've got to go Treetop Sentries, though, instead. Especially with the Vine Reaps. Like, Vine Reap just is turning on the whole deck here, right? Hulkbuster? That's actually pretty great. That's the kind of creature I will play. We should be able to mill a ton, and we're going to have a ton of creatures in our graveyard. So, get in there. That's 23 right there with, like, 18 creatures. Yeah, 18. Ooh, Tide Call? Oh, no. Actually, no, yeah, I don't love that. Whatever, there's nothing else here. I could splash, like I have a couple things to splash. Heaped Harvest. I'm still going to play this card because it's food and it just gets foraged. But we also have Clifftop Lookout. I don't really want to splash anything though. I could play this. We'll take a look at it in a second here. I only have like 1 removal spell. Coiling Rebirth is mediocre. I mean, making another 1/1 of one of these guys is still pretty good. Like a 1/1 Vine Reap Mentor token that ETBs and dies and makes food is still pretty good. I think I should play it still, but lots of 3-drops here. I'm not going to play this, but sure. Take a black card. Got Longstock Brawl, Early Winter, and that's it for removal. Very light on removal. That is a little bit nerve-wracking. But 4 Cultivators should be good. This is good too, but I don't know if I need to play that. Another 5-drop? Wow, look at that. Should have been Red-Black Lizards. This thing, I guess, is a squirrel. I don't really care. Rally your last pick. Yikes. But yeah, it's really interesting. So to watch the data and the effect it has. Now, for those of you not aware, Untapped.gg is going to start recording data as well. They just announced this. So, and I'm pretty sure Untapped has way more users than 17 lands. So because remember, all the constructed players out there, like me, I play a lot of constructed. I use Untapped, but I'm not a limited only creator. I don't really use 17 lands. Well, now I do a lot of drafting still, despite primarily playing constructed. All that data is going to be recorded. So me and a bunch of other players like me that aren't getting really recorded by 17 lands. Maybe I should be, but I should be using it. Suddenly we're going to have more data, more good. So anyway, what do we have here? So let's separate the creatures and spells. Yeah, we have a lot of creatures, which is very good. Hulkbuster is going to be great here. Glide Dive Duo. I don't know if I need this. Is it better than something like Head of the Homestead? Playing a bunch of tokens is going to be good, right? Things like Treetop Sentries want oh no, sorry. What? Something cares about tokens, right? Or did I not take that? Maybe I didn't take that card. I definitely don't want to play both of these. You know I'm going to die to Darkstar Augur, revealing Hulkbuster Swarm and killing me. Watch. Oh, this. This cares about tokens, right. This is much better as reach, though. I think I am going to keep Glide Dive Duo here. I bet you there's going to be a bunch of games where we need to actually just put those last few points in, and we can't because we have no way to get through their, board stall. So I think I'm going to try it like this. So, as always, save the deck. And we'll take a screenshot of that. And then I will see you in round number 1. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round numero uno with our Squirrels deck. A good hand. Vine Reap into Druid, make it a 3-2 on turn 2 into a 4-3 on turn 3. Very aggressive start here. We're on the draw, sadly, but Borek. Frogs. Deal. A rare frog on turn 1, you say? Amazing. Probably going to lose to that because, again, we don't have a lot of removal in this deck, so that's going to be a problem. Oh, red-green. Oh, that makes me feel much better. Maybe they train wrecked. Because that is... none of that is good. Yeah, weird. Okay, Vine Reap. Clifftop, not a bad draw there. I think I'm going to put the pressure on next turn with a Druid of the Spade, though. And then if we don't draw a land, I mean, yeah, then we'll have to probably look out for a land. What do you got, tough guy? Attach equipment you control to up to 1 creature. So they can... oh, they're going to go for it. I will trade. This gives +1/+1, right? Deal? Wow. That is a trade and a half. I will take that trade every day, all day. Okay, let's just get this guy down. Start punching face. I can either Darkstar next turn. I'm probably just going to Clifftop. Now they've got a Lizard? Very confused. Okay. Okay. Yes, great. I think I'm going to do the old Clifftop lookout here. Make a land drop. Now, next turn we've got options. If I draw... I mean, I could just kick this, and that's pretty insane. I'm going to Coiling Rebirth my Vine Reap Mentor here as well. I'll take 2, I think. Whenever you forage. Okay. So this is interesting. I could go... I mean, I could put the 3-2 and a copy of it into play, put 2 more food tokens into play. That's pretty damn good. And then I want to go Osteomancer Adept, Corpseberry Cultivator, and then I'm going to start foraging to cast stuff out of my yard, and this guy's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? But I actually think I'm going to do this. And I'm going to gift a card. I'm going to bring back mean, I could bring back 2 of these. It'll bring back the token will be a 3/1, right? Because I have tokens. But this guy's just too good. And making a copy of him is nuts. Okay, pass. So now I've got tons of food. Now I'll be able to set up some really nice plays here. I think I'm going to go... I mean, I don't have to do this yet. I don't need cards yet. I've still got action. I think I'm going to go Osteomancer Corpseberry. They take control of my guy. Sure. Punch me. Switching equipment around. Uh-huh. Great. Take 6, 7, 8 when these guys die. That's a lot of damage, but I have all this food, right? So I'm not too concerned with this. I think I'm going to take it all. We're going to get our Vine Reap back this turn. They're going to have 2 creatures. I take a couple more damage here. We go down to 7. I'm not too concerned about this, though. We have so much food. Okay. I think I want to go Corpseberry. And then do I play another creature or just do I leave up this food activation? So I'm going to make this guy a 3/4 here. I think I want to leave up 1 food. But, nah, let's just play this. We'll be fine. Okay, this guy gets bigger. No attacks. Junk Blade. He's large. So I want to put Vine Reap. I think I'm going to put these 2 in front, and I'm going to take 1 damage. I guess I could do all these. Yeah, they can't kill all of them, and this way we take 0. Even if they have a combat trick, I don't even care if they trade with all of my dudes. It doesn't matter. Corpseberry is going to get even larger here. I can early winter the Junk Blade if I really want. We'll see. They leave Bonebind. Sure. Okay, this guy gets bigger if they lost a life this turn. I don't know if that's going to happen here. I could leave this up. I could just play Osteomancer's Sack of Food, gain some life, but then that guy having trample is kind of annoying. I think I'd rather leave this up, right? So why don't we just go pass, Sack of Food. Let's see what they do. Now I'm big enough to tangle with this guy. They have to spend 4 to give this guy, make him a 6/6. And if they do that, we'll just early winter here. What? Oh, they kicked it. Yeah, okay, sure. A lot of lizards here. Sure. I want a beta pump spell? No? Okay. Wipe this. They can pump this up. Double strike and haste. Yeah, that's a little scary. So we're going to have to gain some life here, but our guys are getting bigger. Ooh, not bad. Permanent card, huh? Still not drawing lands here. I think I'm going to do this. We're going to sack a food. I'm going to bring back the Vine Reap. And then I'm going to jam. I could leave up gain life here, sack of food. But I think I'm going to play Vine Reap again. I will forage. This guy's huge now. No attacks. I just want to make sure we don't die to double strike trample off that blacksmith's talent. What is this? Discard your hand, draw 2 cards. Nice. That is very good. It's a rare. 3/3 menace. And they trigger it. Wow. Draw 2 cards. Very nice. So they find their rare here off the top. Pretty good. Pretty good. They can equip whatever. It doesn't matter. They can't attack this turn. Okay, they have no good attacks, I should say. Okay, a land. Good. Darkstar not looking amazing here, I know, but we'll be okay. I'm going to leave up the double food activation. I have the Death Toucher Osteomancer now. He can bring back other stuff, right? So just bringing back Vine Reap over and over is already insane. I think I'm just going to pass here. We're going to sack a food to this guy. Hold on a second. Maybe I should just... no, we're going to sack a food. This guy gets even bigger. Okay, I can still sack the last 2 food to gain life. And if Vine Reap dies, I get even more life, right? Double strike, yeah. It still just trades with my cultivator. Oh, they're gonna switch. What? Oh, okay, it's not switching, yeah. Okay, let's go to blocks. I have 4 of these cultivators, remember. I'm just gonna put everything in front of this guy just in case they have some way to pump him huge here. I don't know. They can kill whatever they want. It doesn't really matter because if they want to kill my biggest guy, all of it has to go on the biggest guy. I don't know if they have a pump spell. Oh, they're going to try and kill a bunch of small dudes. Great. Okay, and then the next strike. Okay, that guy dies. Orator exiles to bring something back. They've got this. I don't need to bring something back here because I've got the other guy to bring everything back, right? So let's... I could sack a food to gain life. I think I should sack at least 1. Maybe 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's tap. Let's play Vine Reap. And I can exile 1, 2, 3. Forage, that guy gets bigger, make a food. Now let's go Curious Forager. Oh, we're doing sick shit here with squirrels. This is nasty. Look at this loop we've got going with Osteomancer Adept. I can bring one of these guys back. Okay, no attacks. I'm at 13. Okay, these guys have finality counters on them, sadly. But they say red, they have a rallier. They're gonna give something double strike, so I don't have many more removal spells, sadly. I have to find a way to kill my opponent here. But this guy's not even big enough to get through my 1 Corpseberry cultivator, right? Okay. So I could start attacking. The guy only has double strike on their turn. Okay, trades. Fine with that. Sadly, we're not going to get a food here. Yep. That's okay, though. They didn't lose a life this turn, did they? Should I play this? I could offspring this. Is that crazy? I'm at 12? I need to find food fast, but the offspring lets this guy be a 4-3 as well, which is nice. Let's pass the turn. Darkstar Augur might kill me here. I've got to be very careful. I could always put it in front of my... Oh, wow. Rare off the top. Lucky draw here. I don't know where my other 3 Corpseberries are. If I had even just 1 other Corpseberry, we could start attacking with one of them. Both of them would be massive. But I've also got another one of these in my deck. Vine Reap I need to draw here. Yes, great. When it... second spell, deal damage. Yes, sure. Still can't get through, can you? Okay, so here we go. Triggers. Please don't be my 8-drop. Land and glide dive. Ouch. That kind of stings. That's 5 damage. Okay, so we get to go... Hold on, let me think about this. Let's go to combat. And... attack. Attack? Three, 4, 5. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers back, and I'm at 7. That's a little scary, right? I think I've got to kill my opponent. I'm gonna leave the 1/1 back. Sure. Take a couple damage here. Gonna gain some life back. Thanks, this is close. Superman, how you doing? Christmas, what's up? Bat Bob is an OP? Yeah. Bat Bob is good, but not when you're at 5 life. So let's do this. Drain our opponent, and then this guy comes down as a 4/3 now. Oh, second spell! Fuck, they top deck that rare. Whoops. Pass. Oh, I forgot about the second spell thing. Okay, whatever. They're at 12. I'm at 5. I could get unlucky off the Bob here. Really hope that doesn't happen. Oh boy, they're like hoping that I kill myself. Please don't kill me. Oh god, that's 4. Oh my god! Oh! Hulkburster! Oh, it was my draw. It was my draw for the turn. Oh god. If I play 2 spells, I die. I have to be very careful here. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, wait a minute. So I have to kill them? How do I kill them this turn? They're saying good game. Not yet, buddy. Not yet. So this guy gets Menace. I swing with the team. 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's basically 6 damage they're already in the air they can't do anything about. So they're going to go to... Well, they have a random card off the top. Who knows? But they're at 6. So I attack with the rest of my guys. They just block, block, block. And I can't get through. This guy's got Menace, but they can just still block 2 on him. And then I die to the triggers. So... I have to kill my own guy somehow? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Let's see if I can kill my own one of these guys. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Oh, I can't play 2 spells either. Okay. I'm dead now. Yeah, drawing a 4-drop there off the bat was greedy. It was greedy play playing the bat. I probably shouldn't have done it. I think my opponent's deck we could have beaten if I didn't kill myself here, but a little late now. Yeah, these guys are gonna kill me. Good game. Okay, that's game 1. Whoops. I will see you in the next one. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round 2. Hopefully we draw a little bit better. I have 4 of these in my deck. Could have used the second one last game. But also just a bunch of ways to make food. So need to keep the food flowing. And we ran out of food, so we died. This guy kills us if we don't have ways to gain life, right? Okay, Vine Reap on 2 on the play is a nice start. And I'm gonna go maybe Corpseberry here. I should probably go Corpseberry next, yeah. And immediately start eating. Oh, this triggers on upkeep. Okay, never mind. Let's just play this then. Or this triggers on combat, I mean. Yeah, I should have played that pre-combat. It's fine. Do it next turn. We'll draw some cards here. If they have removal, they can point it at this thing. I don't really care. I can treetop next turn and draw a card. I should probably do that before I cultivate. Yeah. Sure. So they use their removal here. Yeah. Okay. Now more food production, please. So I could have played that differently. I would have eaten the food with this guy and had a 3-4, and then this turn I would have played this kicked, but then I wouldn't have any food for this. I wonder if that was the better line. Might have been better to go Cultivator, eat the food anyway, right? Early winter. That blows up an enchantment. Gonna be some shenanigans here, I imagine. I think I'm gonna early winter on their end step, get my guy back. And start drawing more cards. Kill him. Give me food. Okay. No value Swan. Don't want to trade, huh? Sure. Okay. Weird, but I guess so. The main phase draw spell. Yikes. Sure. I could early winter now before they make a land drop and have a counter spell up here. This is a bird, so they could be playing the 2-mana counter. Oh, they don't even have it. Oh, target opponent exiles an enchantment they control. Wow, that's way worse than targeting an enchantment. Damn. Okay. I was trying to target it. I'm like, what's going on? Bounce spell? Nice. Pay 3. Okay. Well, I guess we're punching. I only have 1 card in the yard, so don't need to play this pre-combat. I have nothing to forage here. Oh, now I do. They're gonna pump this guy somehow? 1 blue mana. What's it gonna be? Shore up. Sure. That's fine. As long as they take damage here, we're good. This guy will come in as a 4-3. And then I guess I'm gonna play this. And next turn we can swing with that as well. That'll become a 3-4. Dark Star is gonna keep drawing us 2 cards. Hopefully they have to spend all their mana to deal with it. We'll see. Cindering Cutthroat gets Menace, so I can push him right through, and then Corpseberry becomes a 3-4, so he doesn't have anybody that can block him profitably. Alania Divergent Storm. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the first instant sorcery or the first otter spell other than her that you've cast this turn, you may have opponent draw a card, and then you copy the spell. Wow. Okay. Okay, I want to use 2 mana here. So I guess I can go... I mean, I could play this post-combat here. Go to combat. Forage. And then... swing? Give Menace. Okay, they take 4. Wonder if they have a sweeper. So nobody loses any creatures, which actually is great for us. Okay. And we're gonna try and overwhelm them here. The only sweeper I know of is double white, right? Wrath of something. I don't know. What a waste of a Swan on Sizzle, exactly. That Swan is so good. How you doing, buddy? The Swan is so good when you can leverage it, but it's tough. Oh, what did they cast here? Oh, it's an Otter, so they can copy it. Wow, so make 2 Otters. Yeah, that is powerful, but Blue-Red Otters I don't think is a real deck in this format. I don't know, we'll see. Corpseberry turning into a 4-5 here. Swing with the team, I think, is in order. Plus, we're still drawing 2 cards a turn. They're making free cards, though. It's almost like the same thing, right? When you just get to make copies of all your cards. Oh, that's a weird one. Why are you playing that? Looks like they have a decent blue-red deck, and then I don't, like, sure, maybe you splash for this because it's maybe good enough, but not this, surely, right? Okay, Heaped Harvest is a way to make more food. So I'm going to play Cultivator pre-combat here. And then I'm going to forage. Forage. Because having 2 activations, it pumps both of them, right? It's crazy. Put a, whatever, forest on the battlefield. Swing with the team? Oh, I needed to pump Cindering Cutthroat. Oh, that was stupid of me, wasn't it? Yeah, whatever. I'm going to still swing with the team, but that was dumb. Yeah, I should have pumped Cindering Cutthroat instead of playing... Well, no, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I either had to pump my Corpseberry Cultivators or, yeah. We'll see. They go to 3, stuff dies. Pretty good, though. They got free creatures to block with there, so that was not bad for them. Maybe that was dumb. I needed to give my guy Menace to make it lethal, but... They're drawing more cards. They're gonna let me draw cards? Sure. Oh, the Osteomancer Adept. Okay, they're at 3. Gotta play a creature or a removal spell here. I guess they could take 2 from my treetop and both of their other guys die, but doesn't seem amazing. We shall see. Doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Can't believe it's August already, and we're halfway through. Coming to the back half of August. It's going to be autumn very soon, or, yeah, fall, depending on where you're from. Removal spell. Not bad. Yikes. The Jeskai pile. Maybe it's red that they're splashing? Maybe they're a blue-white deck splashing red. That could be it. Are you serious? Wow. They're gonna bounce. Oh, okay. You gonna copy it? No, it doesn't really do anything. Sure. Why not attack with both then? Weird. How can I do this? Cultivator. This guy's gonna eat the first food. I don't have another way to make food unless I do this. I could bring back Darkstar, but I don't really care. Let's just do this now. Yes. Yes. We get to swing here. They have to chump. So they can't double block. Yeah, they're on the ropes. Let's see if we can finish them off here. These corpse berries are massive. They get really big really quickly, right? If you have enough food. That's why Vine Reap is such an important part of the deck. Osteomancer lets me cast a bunch of this stuff too, which is gross. Alright, what's it gonna be? They have 6 cards in their hand, for God's sakes. They drew so many cards. Double Pearl of Wisdoms here. Kindle Spark. It's interesting. Okay, I thought they were splashing red, but no, they're just evenly spread across 3 colors, it looks like. Very interesting. It's one of the things you should try and avoid in this format. Like, it really is a 2-color format. You find your animal type, and it's 2 colors, and that's what you play. Every once in a while, maybe you touch something else, but it's almost something you should almost never do, ever do, right? Ooh, Glide Dive off the top. Sure. Keep gifting me more cards. Are you gonna gift me fish as well? And they're gifting me fish. Okay, it doesn't really help you. But okay. I think that's lethal. They need another bounce spell or something here. Yep. 10 mana? So I can even play this and pay for your counter spell, even if it costs 4. They don't have a bird, so it doesn't matter, but this should kill them. They need a hard counter here. Do they have the hard counter as well? That would be wild. The hard counter. Dear God. Okay, they got me. Gotta survive another turn at 1. Okay, let's get Osteo in here. And then I guess I'll just play all my creatures. Next turn, I was going to say we could cash grab on end step there, but it's fine. 14 cards, put another land into play. Still, just every one of my creatures is lethal here, so I'm not sure what they have. It's got to be a sweeper of some sort. Crazy. Not sure what's going on there, but they had to get pretty lucky and having, like, the removal wasn't even that great, but Long River's Pull, they had to have an actual hard counter there. Sure. 2 cards left. You have 2 removal spells, 3 blockers. If both of those are removal spells that cost 2 or less, then they could stay alive one more turn, maybe, if I don't draw anything to interact. What if I just Osteomancer Adept? And cast this. Does that work? They have another counter spell? What happens? It just goes... Well, because I don't have to exile it to cast it. If you cast the spell... Yeah, so if the creature doesn't enter the battlefield, it doesn't have a finality counter. It just goes... Yeah, this is hilarious. Oh, they're going to copy it. They've got to give me another card here to copy Dazzling. Wait, no. Dazzling only makes... Yeah. Sure. They've got a copy? No? They are going to copy it. Yeah, yeah. But they have a bird now, so I can't pay 8. So it gets countered, but then can't I just pay it, cast it again? Yeah, I can just cast it again from my yard. I'll just forage whatever. Doesn't matter. Forage, forage, forage. Okay. Again? Did they have 2 counter spells in their deck? No. Okay, there we go. Dear God. What a game. Finally killing these goddamn otters. Crazy. But as you can see, Osteomancer, an excellent card there. Just, yeah, just letting me cast that thing over and over out of my yard. Okay, that's round 2. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 3. We're 1-1. I'm going to keep this. I think it's fine with a 2-drop in our hand into a really good 3-drop, as well as, you know, any green source lets us cast basically all of our spells. I think it's fine to keep on the draw, of course. Let's see what they do. I have no more coffee. Unfortunate. On to water. Bonebind. Not bad. I like this guy. He's not amazing, but he's just a solid creature. Whoa. Okay. Not a... Oh, this is a white-black bats deck, I guess. Huh? Weasel. Okay. Could go Corpseberry here. It blocks the Bright Blade Stoat. I don't need to jam this just yet. Could play this. And then Forage Draw. The blocks. Well, I think I'm going to do this then. And no attacks? I could attack here, I guess. I don't know. That's interesting, but... What do you got? A fight spell? Some kind of... They keep looking at the Stoat. They're looking at their land. Yeah, this is not worth playing in Limited, almost ever. I mean, you just don't need... If you have enough creatures in play that this is suddenly making mana, you're probably already winning the game. You don't need to play more creatures. I'm not going to attack here. I'm just going to kick this, I think. And pass. And we're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Should be able to get a green source here. Hopefully we don't die to our Darkstar Augur. Ugh, 5 damage. Holy shit balls. Okay. And no forest. Really? God damn it. Okay. That is a lot of damage we're taking. Am I going to have to exile my own creature? I don't think so. Okay, they finally have black here. Okay, I've got to get them dead, like, right now. So let's get rid of this. These things, if you get unlucky... Can I find a land, please? Ow. Ow! What the fuck is going on here? No forests? You know how many cards I drew? Come on. I haven't found a single forest. These bats are gonna kill me. I keep whiffing on lands. I have more lands in here. I have 48% to hit lands every draw, but these guys both keep hitting spell. and none of the lands I hit off my natural draw have been green. I haven't drawn a forest yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, finally. Oh! Okay, I thought that... Oh! That worm could have killed me. That worm could have killed me. I need to kill them now. I could Longstalk Brawl here. I have to give them a tapped fish. And then... 2... I have 1 5-drop. 2. 2 5-drops. If I hit one, I'm dead. So I might just go Heaped Harvest, get a forest here. When this attacks, it does what now? Gain a life. I'm gonna go Heaped Harvest, get a forest. And I'm gonna play Osteo, leave up the food. I'm gonna crack this. Trigger. Okay, just those 2. I'm very scared. I'm very, very scared. I could have sacked it to the Cultivator, obviously made it 3 power there, but I think I need the life. I only have 1 5-drop, or sorry, 2 5-drops in my deck. If I hit 5 into 3, like, I guess I'm dead, but we're 44% hit lands off every draw here. The odds are very likely we're going to hit lands, but maybe not. I think I can maybe kill them next turn. We'll see. It's going to be close. God, this Darkstar Augur is scary as shit. If I have a bunch of food, it's fine, but man, if you hit the wrong cards, you just get wrecked by it. Yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, Trailer Park Boys is awesome. The Shuffler, yeah, that's something I've been hearing since long before the internet existed. People have been complaining about the shuffling in casinos for as long as they've been around, card games, you name it. Okay, I actually get to block here, which is nice. I don't want to draw 2 cards off this idiot. Holy shit, and there's the 5-drop. That would have killed me. Oh my god. What? This guy can't block? Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pause, lad. I don't think so, buddy. So Treetop, Long Brawl. This gives them a fish. What does this do? Right. guess I'll do this. And then combat. Forage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can put them to 1, but they don't die. I can't kill them here. So I'm gonna do this. And hope I don't die next turn to my own dude. Play this. He gets a food. And we pass. And let's see if we can hold this off. So I'm at 2 life. Every time they gain a life, I lose a life. So I could just die if they have some random bunch of life gain in their hand. Oh. Does that kill me? That does. Oh, wait, no, I have reach. Okay, so they lose. Nice. They forgot Clifftop has reach. Oop. Okay. My turn. Oof. Nice. Okay. Got him. I actually said good game there thinking I was going to lose. Then I realized my guy still has reach. I can block. So we actually end up winning. I gave him the premature good game, but it was actually good game as soon as they tapped out, right? As soon as they tapped out to kill one of my creatures, that was good game. They were dead on board. So we got him. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 4. We are 2-1. Let's keep. This is a great hand. Druid of the Spade with Vine Reap is a perfect curve here. And then Dark Star's here to refill our hand. Ooh, another Vine Reap. Nice. The Black-Green Squirrels deck. Doing Black-Green Squirrel things. Another White-Black deck. Ooh, Builder's Talent's interesting. Make a 0/4 white wall. And then whenever one or more non-creature, non-land permanents you control enter, put a counter on target creature you control. So they've got to play a bunch of non-creature permanents here. And non-creature, non-land, of course. And maybe it's good. We'll see. Boiling Rebirth, pretty good with Vine Reap as well. Should have tons of food this game, so no chance we're going to die to this thing, right? Level 2. Let's just Druid. Should I swing with Vine Reap here? It's kind of no point, right? Let's just play Druid here. Pass. I could early winter the Builder's Talent if it gets too crazy. When it becomes level 3, return target non-creature, non-land permanent from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, sure. Punch. They've got some random thing. Sure. Okay, so should I Darkstar Augur here? Let's get crazy. Okay. Here we go. Can we not die to our own guy one time? Maybe. Maybe not. Trigger. 3 damage. 1 damage. I'll take that. Drawing 3 cards a turn is absolutely insane. What to do here? I could just early winter plus, you know, next turn Longstock Brawl. I think I'm just gonna kill this guy now, right? Punch and pass. Okay, so next turn, depending on what we draw, I don't know, I'm tempted to swing in with Vine Reap just so I can get a copy of it. But I could also just get a copy of this. It'll be a 4/3 and a 3/1, right? My opponent does nothing. How much damage are we going to take here? 3. Oh, whiff. Good. Good, good, good. They have a bunch of mana up here. What does that mean? I think I'm going to play this pre-combat. And then I'm probably going to Vine Reap. I don't want to use Longstock Brawl until post-combat here. Let's see. I've got to get that stupid Bonebind off the battlefield at some point, but let's play this. It'll come down as a 3/4 here, and now we're setting up for a big alpha strike. I'm probably going to have to swing. Maybe I should have already swung with Vine Reap, but they could just bounce it off their 0/4 over and over. Oh, they're gonna try and hope that I lose to my own thing here. Whiff. Ooh, 2 mana. Okay, we have 20 cards in library. Cash grab, pretty nice here. If you return a squirrel or control a squirrel, you make a food. So let's go punch with the team here. Let's activate this guy's ability. And you know what? I am going to make a food pre-combat here, I think. Get that corpse berry pumped up. Go to combat. Eat food. And swing with the team. Okay. I've got post-combat brawl and cash grab, but I can't. No, the auto tapper tapped too many of my green mana here. Trade. That guy's got menace. Yep. Give me another food. Deal. What are they gonna go with here? Anything? Sure, they've got a combat trick or something, right? There you go. -2, that's it? Ooh, not amazing. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Pass the turn. I might gain 3 life here. I think I will. Could cash grab as well, of course, but I don't think I need to do that. I have 2 squirrels right now. Yeah, let's just pass. No guts, no glory, yep. I know, Yaga, I've had it every game there, jeez. I got a little unlucky there, Poslight. Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. Okay, good one. Okay, so let's, well, I could just wait once these guys are in the yard. Oh, permanent from among the milled cards. Yeah, no, I do want to do this now, get the food, right? Okay, so let's get, ooh, Forager. We'd get the, yeah, let's just get Forager back. This guy makes another food. Alright, so this is still pretty insane. Our guy just gave us so much action here. I'm gonna go Curious Forager. I'm gonna exile 1, 2, 3. And then that brings back Corpseberry, I think. Could bring back Darkstar, but Corpseberry is pretty good here, I think. Let's do that. And then combat. Let's eat a food. And pass. We've got Coiling Rebirth that can bring back either another Corpseberry ×2, which is very good, or Vine Reap ×2, which is insane. Ooh, 3/5 Vigilance, beginning of end step, gain or lost life. They do stuff, yeah. If you gained, yeah. I could sack another food here, but I think I can use that. Oh, Husk Burster, a 1 mana card here. Should I put a couple Corpse Berries into play? I mean, this guy's just ridiculous, right? I don't even need to give them anything here. Just fight. And then I'm gonna go Rebirth. Put a Vine Reap into play. Make all the food. Sack food. Punch. I think Bonebind is gonna get another Corpseberry next turn, and then we're really gonna be punching face. They scoop. Alright. That's game round 4. We're 3-1. Let's keep cruising. I will see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round. Round number 5. We're 3-1. Let's see if we can keep cruising here. This is a good hand. We've got a couple, ramp cards that hopefully get us to Husk Burster a little sooner, but you never know. 5-drop, not what I wanted to draw there. Uh-oh, Black-Red Lizards. Could be an aggressive deck. They got the play here. Oh no, great. See, when you straddle the line between 2 different archetypes, like birds and lizards, yeah, that's much better for us. That means their deck's not going to be focused and synergistic. Next turn we've got Lookout, I think, first. Mm-hmm. Put a land into play. Now we've got a blocker. Next turn we've got 5 mana, so I think I'm going to go Heaped Harvest, Bone Bind, and then set up for the Treetop to sack Harvest, draw a card, maybe? Moonrise Cleric, sure. Big one. Another Treetop, okay. Let's go get a Forest. Yes. Play this. No attacks. So they've got a good attack with Moonrise Cleric, but that's it. We're at 6 mana already. I think Treetop's going to come down, eat the Harvest, block all their flying creatures. And double Treetop, like 2/4 reach that draws a card is so good. Like if you can just make sure you can forage every time. Another Moonrise. They're down to 2 cards, so they're all in on these flyers to get the job done. No blocks. Okay. Sacking this. Draw Forest? Come on. Okay, go. So now I can double block with my reach creatures and eat their flyers, so they have to kill my Treetop. I can play another Treetop next turn, but I can't forage, which is kind of sad. Could just play a huge Huskburster here. I could also just, yeah, early winter their enchantment and ambush their flyer. That's also pretty good. I think I will do that next turn. Osteomancer, pretty good. I could just play this as well. Yeah, and then early winter also. Okay. Pass? No drawing that time, which is sad, but Giant Spider pretty good here. Another Banishing Light. Okay. Pretty lucky, but I think we're going to be able to ambush them here. I'm going to let them attack, of course. They gain life, sure. Exile an enchantment you control? Luckily, they only control 2 Banishing Lights, and both of them have Treetops under them. But we'll see. No Dark Star. No, this is the first match where I haven't had it. My opponent down to 1 card, and I have 2 very good cards in my hand here. So I feel like I'm actually in good shape. Despite my opponent having a bigger board, we are going to get to eat their... Oh, can I forage now? I could forage... No, I only have 2 cards in the yard. Okay, we get to eat one of these, and then they can kill my frog. But now they'll only have 1 creature left to keep punching through with. And I can just block it. Dagger Fang. I have 9 mana. Let's go Dagger Fang. And then I guess I'm just going to jam this, right? I don't know if this is going to be cheaper. I might be able to double spell depending on what this guy mills, but we'll see. I'm at 22 cards. A little bit cheaper. Yeah. Just jam Hulky. Could I attack here? No, let's just jam Hulkbuster. And start crunching with Hulkbuster and see if that's good enough. No attacks. Yeah, not much to bring back. This guy's okay, but I don't even have a token right now, so... Osteomancer not doing a ton yet. They top deck a card, so let's see if they drew something relevant here. They're gonna punch. Yep. I'm gonna block. Maybe they drew a combat trick. Not sure. Probably gonna have to Bone Bind or Osteomancer bring this guy back if he dies, right? Oh, nice. Okay. So now I can just block that guy over and over. They top decked another Banishing Light. Why wouldn't they? Oh, they have to use it on Huskburster now. Yeah. Wow, 3 Banishing Lights. 2 of them came off the top too there. That was pretty good. Or no, maybe only just that last one. Yeah, but we'll see. Oh man, whiffs. Lots of whiffs going on here. Well, I will cast Huskburster from my yard if it was in my yard, but it's not. So I'm going to cast Osteomancer here. and maybe forage these 3 cards to bring back a druid or something. I don't know. The druid will be good at some point, but not yet. I'm at 5. Just need to draw a couple food cards. I mean, I haven't seen a single squirrel that forages yet, whatever that guy's called. And then I haven't seen any of the 2-drop. I really wanted to see that 2-drop, but oh well. It's +1/+1 until end of turn. Sure. I'll double block here. I don't really care. They can kill my bone bind. I'm fine with it. Pump it up. I don't know why they weren't attacking with that guy earlier, but maybe my attack was bad for 3. I don't know. Their life total's so high here that I can't really attack, but... Gales of Shale. Okay, so they get to eat my reach creature. You're supposed to pump the other thing? Wow, they drew 2 combat tricks off the top. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Because now Osteo's in the yard, so I can just... Or Bonebind's in the yard. I can just bring back Osteo, which brings back Treetop. Or I could just bring back Treetop right now. Yeah. Wow. Getting pretty unlucky here. Way too many lands. I'm going to forage. Exile, exile, exile. Yeah. Leaving Heaped Harvest. Oh, beautiful. Because, yeah, I'm leaving Heaped Harvest in the graveyard because I can bring it back with my green 3-drop squirrel that, yeah, dude, you top deck just as well as I did, right? You top deck 2 combat tricks, so, I mean, that wasn't even a top deck. I'm drawing all lands over here, and they're saying I'm drawing nice? Come on. That's the guy. So I am gonna have to forge away some stuff here. Could bring back the Osteomancer Adept is very good here. Obviously, that brings back a bunch of other stuff. I probably should. But then he doesn't do anything if I exile my whole yard here, right? I think I'm still gonna do it. Bring this back. Punch. Okay, both of us top decking, but I have a ton of stuff that finds food, that makes food, so we'll see. A squirrel? I know, it's ridiculous. Bloomburrow's weird. What rank am I? Diamond. Somewhere in Diamond. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the ranks. They don't mean anything to me. They're irrelevant. If I wanted to be Mythic, I'd be Mythic already. I go 80% win rate with a deck, and then I stop playing it because I just want to try something new. So, I don't know. We're hovering around Diamond 2, I think, or something. Diamond 3? I don't know. Maybe it's back down to Diamond 4, Diamond 3, something like that. There we go, but I have no food. This is a bizarre deck. 1, 2, 3. 3 Moonrise. It's all Moonrise Clerics and Banishing Lights. It's very strange. Combat? Gotta keep swinging here. Curious Forager comes in. They don't know I have another creature here, so I've got lots of blocks. They can pump Ravine Raider twice, but yeah. Fair enough, yeah. I know, Midoriya. I try and get Mythic. Like, everybody should try and get to Mythic, but, like, I think what a lot of people don't understand, especially on Arena, is Mythic doesn't mean anything. Like, it doesn't mean that your deck is good. It doesn't mean you're good. Like, you're obviously better than a player who knows nothing about the game. Like, but I don't know. Some people, it's such a big accomplishment, but it's like you have to zoom out a little bit, and it's like you realize that anyone with almost any deck can get Mythic. It's just a matter of games played. You just have to play a lot of games. If you play enough games in a season, you're going to get Mythic with just about anything. I mean, of course, there's a scale that you can play on where, yeah, if you get it far enough to the extreme, like your deck is just totally terrible or you are terrible making tons of mistakes, then maybe you won't make it. But Mythic, Diamond, like the ranks are meaningless. Like it's super easy to get Mythic. It doesn't mean anything. And then you get to Mythic and everybody's playing goofy decks because nobody cares anymore about the decks. It's so funny. Sadly can't forage. Let's swing with this guy. What a weird game we're playing right now. Any food and we're in good shape here, but I just can't find a food. So I like it, but you get nothing, Midoriya. Exactly. Like if it was a little bit better in terms of like, you know, everybody who gets Mythic qualifies for the arena play-in. Great, you know, something like that. That would be insane. That would be awesome. But top 250 Mythic, like, oh god, forget it. I've tried to do that stuff before, and again, you can do it, but it requires so much grinding. Again, it doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't even matter how good your deck is. Pick any one of the 8 top decks in the format. And then but you have to grind. The last couple days when everybody's like trying to get their rank up into the top 250, if you take a break for like 12 hours on the last day, you could slip out of the top 250 randomly in Mythic. You just have to keep playing, keep playing. There we go. Food. Beautiful. Pump. So even sacking 1 pumps both these guys, right? It's really nice. Okay.
Finish him.
Yep, we're getting there. So it's interesting. Now you should do it. Everybody should try and get Mythic. Just get your extra little prizes, but it's very little difference. Like the prizes aren't that huge, but still do it anyway. If you're a free-to-play player, you should be doing it. Just get those bonuses, right? But yeah. Exactly, Midoriya. Exactly. So you know, for new players, they get very excited, and I sound like an old asshole right now. Like, oh, you shouldn't feel proud of your accomplishments, you know? Like, no, you should feel proud. It's great. If the first time you get Mythic is a great feeling, you're like, holy shit, I did it. This is it, the highest rank. You know, it feels good. But it's like climbing a mountain and you've gotten to the very first little like ledge and you're looking down like 30 feet going, holy shit, I climbed up 30 feet. That's amazing. But once you're better at the game and you've played a lot more of the game and you climb up a lot higher, you look back and go, man, I can't believe, you know, how excited I was getting Mythic. Like it doesn't really matter, right? Oh boy, this is now super close. They drew another removal spell and they've got 2 flyers. Are they gonna attack? They're gonna attack with both. Okay. What? Lodge, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. How's your summer been?
What's up, Damien?
Lodge, you're a legend. Thank you for the sub, man. How's life? How's you playing football this year? I drew all lands. I drew all lands. Okay. I guess so. I'm dying to flood this game. I drew a lot of lands. Not much I can really do. 12 of my 17 are in play or in my hand. Darn. Invitationals, yeah, it's worth it to hit top 1200. I think it's top 250 now. It's not top 1200 anymore, right? It used to be, but now it's top 250, isn't it? I thought that was the difference. I don't know. It changes all the time. It used to be top 1200, and then it was top 250, and now I don't know, but yeah. Yep, unlucky. Flood, that's how it goes. We're 3-2. Let's see if we can get a winning record 5. We need 5 wins here. Get a couple more wins. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round. We are 3-2, so we're backs against the wall here. We're on the draw. Any forest gets us all the things we want. We have 24% chance to hit a forest here. And we have 2 turns, 3 turns to do it. I'm gonna mulligan. This is better. Let's see if Darkstar Augur kills us this game. Every game I've played this, well, one of the times I had it in play, it killed me. The other time I had it in play, we ended up winning from the card advantage. It's a very weird card. I really feel like kicking it is super dangerous. It's almost not smart because you have... Oh, that's at least out of my deck. I can't do 8 to myself. You just don't have enough mana to take advantage of all the cards that you're drawing. That's what I feel like, but I don't know. It's weird. Vine Reap on turn 2, pretty great. Clifftop on turn 3, get a land. And then we Darkstar. Maybe I kick it if I'm a psycho. Let's see. We'll see. I am pretty crazy. You don't know what I'm going to do. I'm a wild card, man. Stormcatch Mentor, sure. Blue-Red Otters does not seem super scary to me. I'm still going to attack here, see what they do. They take it. Let's Clifftop. Put a swamp into play. Okie dokie. What did I put on the bottom? Ash Grab. Okay. Okay. Kindle Spark. Sure. Deals 1 damage to opponent. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, untap it. So, am I going to go crazy here with Darkstar? Attack first. I think the answer is yes. I think I'm going to play... I just drew another 5-drop, so I have my 8-drop in my hand. I have another 5-drop, so the only expensive stuff I have 2 more 5-drops. That's it. We can handle it, right? I mean, we didn't come here to not kick it. Boom. Here we go. Is this card going to kill us or win the game? Let's spin the wheel. It's totally random. They're going to kill one of these, probably. They can't let me draw 3 cards every turn. That's silly. Double-edged... yeah, Gaduku. Need to get a mic? Yeah, get a mic. Or, I mean, you guys can always play without mics, but stay in the Discord at least. I will add you to the voice channel just so you can hear your teammates talking. But definitely, Lodge, get in there. Yeah, for sure, man. Useless virtual currency, exactly. Well, not totally useless, but yeah. Yeah, every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So whatever that is for you. I don't know if you're Central or Eastern time. It's probably like 6 p.m. your time or 7 p.m. if you're Eastern, I think. Yeah, 3 hours. Something like that. Anyway, my opponent doesn't know what to do here. Let's see if they can figure out what to do with these Darkstar Augurs. It's always weird because they might kill me, but I think now that we've drawn these two, it's very unlikely that these kill me, but you never know. Hopefully the cards we find off it are enough to kill them with, but... Whoa! 2 damage to the team, huh? Pretty lucky. Is it 3? Oh, because they gifted me a card? Kill the whole board, why don't you? Not bad. Not bad. I don't think it matters. I think we recover from that easily. Let's just play 2 3-drops here. Corpse Berry's gonna grow, of course. They can counter this if they want. I don't really care. I'm pretty sure they're sitting on a 2-mana counter. Yeah, they choose not to do it. I will mill 2 cards. Thank you. Another Cultivator. So this guy costs 4, and we have a removal spell in our hand. I will Forage. Thank you. This guy grows. And I pass. They can shoot me for 1. Yeah, pretty good one. That's just about the only thing they could have that would be relevant here. Oh, they're playing 3 colors. Jeez. That is interesting. This could bring back Darkstar. If I forage from the graveyard... I can't really forage from the graveyard yet. Yeah, let's eat this food. Let's just keep punching here and see what happens. Submit. And punch. Okay, let's see what they do. Probably gonna go Husk Burster if they don't interact here. If they have some kind of pump spell, we can do this. If we, we'll see. Husk Burster might even be cheaper if they kill my creatures, right? So, let's see what they do. I think I overestimated my ability to walk. Oh, God. How many miles do you have to go? Okay, I scoop. And you're on my stream while you're walking? I love it. Pay attention to where you're going. What is it? What is it? Booming Blast. Sure. They're gonna gift me a treasure? They do. Wow. Okay. Husk Burster's very large. And then I could forage and eat 1, 2, 3. Maybe I will. I'm gonna bring back the 3/2 that makes food. So let's get rid of 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This guy grows. Let's bring back Vine Reap. Could bring back Dark Star here. It's tempting actually, but I think this guy should be all the fuel I need. I already have my threats and stuff in play to kill them. I don't need any more. I just need to keep replaying threats if they kill them. Yeah, okay, so we're 4-2. We take that one down. Nice. I will see you in round number 7. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the next round. We're 4-2. I like Dark Star on turn 3. Just run it out there. But 2 5-drops in my hand, and we're on the draw. This is slow. Sperry. I'm gonna try this. Ugh, I worry. I'm a little worried about this hand. Oh boy. Yeah, of course. The worst possible thing we could see on the other side of the battlefield with a slow, clunky hand like this is low to the ground aggro. They go turn 1 1-drop, like aggressive 1-drop. So we're in trouble here. Oh, they're playing this garbage though, so that's good. I guess this is okay as a 1-of, but in an aggro deck, I rarely want that card. Almost never. This is an instant. We can just chill. We're not getting the food here. Maybe I don't do this? Huh. Sure. It's a lot of mice. I don't know. Do I cash grab here? I don't get a food if I... Oh, if I return a squirrel card, I get a food. Oh yeah, never mind. I will return a squirrel almost certainly, right? So let's definitely do this. Kilometer. Yeah, but I just don't know how long it takes me to walk that distance. I've never actually thought about that. Oof. Very nice, Mills. Okay, let's use all our mana here and jam this guy. This guy gets to eat the food. And then next turn, I've got Vine Reap. I can't really double spell unless I draw another 2-drop. I could... Oh, I can't kick Dark Star with just one... Sure. With just 1 black mana here. But Dark Star is going to be really bad against this aggro deck anyway, so I don't really care. Yeah, maybe it is Vine Reap. Pass. I can crack the food if I want. Ooh, that's insane. It's the best card in their deck. Pretty good, pretty good. Damage. Okay. Gain life. I think I need to do that there. Okay. I could glide dive here is pretty good. Corpse berry, sack food. That doesn't pump it. I kind of want to save the food for my life, so I'm actually just going to get this into play, drain them for 2, and pass. Back up to 12 here. I should maybe early winter the quest caller. I should probably do it immediately. Right. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should just kill the Lord. I can also exile their enchantment, get my guy back, and block. That's pretty spicy too here, so maybe I just do that. I could double spell as well. What is the play here? I feel like playing creatures is a little bit risky if they have removal. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna go for this early winter, exile your enchantment, and try and ambush them. I don't know. Probably dead here, but... One more mana to sack food would make me feel pretty invincible, but we're still gaining 2 life here. I get to eat the Lord. Oh, wow. That went perfectly for us. Okay, so they didn't have a removal spell for my creature. If they had another instant speed removal, I could be in trouble. Oh, they have this random idiot. So when this guy dies, he's going to bring back the Lord. Great. So let's just go double Cultivator here now. And let's forage from the yard. 1, 2, 3. So that I can keep my food in play. And then I think I'm going to pass. Go to 4. So I'm not dead to a removal spell here. And then I can crack that food to gain life. They're going to just throw Jackdaw at me. Interesting. Kind of surprised to see them attack with everything. They probably have a pump spell here. Of course. But not good enough. Yeah. These corpse berries are too big. So I don't know if I love that. That attack was not great from them. They didn't do the math there, obviously. West Caller comes back, but he's not very good anymore. Okay, so let's go forage. And... not gonna forage, just gonna swing with one of these guys. I can't really play Darkstar Augur here, can I? Play this as a 4-3. And then I'm going to pass the turn. Probably gonna crack that food to gain life. Yup. Yup. Shit. If I sack it to gain life, I can still forage out of the yard, I guess. Like, what happens if I double forage here? Is that lethal? No. I just have to gain life with this stupid food. I need to draw another way to make food here if I can. That is awkward. It does have reach, though. I am going to forage. I'm going to eat stuff out of my graveyard here. It's the only way. 1, 2, 3. That's going to trigger my cultivators. Another treetop. Combat, forage, and swing with the team? Yeah. They don't know what I have here. If I have a pump spell, they're dead? They're just going to take it. Wow. Okay, I'm actually going to play Darkstar here, and with the intention of chumping. It's also giving me another flying blocker, which is nice. But I could die to my 1 8-mana spell in my deck. 19% chance, or 19 cards in my deck, I could hit it. Wow, 19 cards in my deck? I don't even have that many in exile. Weird. Have I gone through that many cards already? Exile a thing. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm going to chump block with this Darkstar for sure. Okay. They scoop. Yeah, you're dead. Nice. I was going to say, this doesn't change the fact that they're dead. Whew, we're 5-2. We get our money back. Now let's see if we can get 6 or 7 wins here. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 8. We're 5-2. Yeah, round 8. This is a good keep. Vine Reap's just fantastic. I took this over a really good... or what did I take this over? A rare? There were like 4 things... oh, I took this over the uncommon that makes 2 4-3s. Like, it makes a 2-1, but if you forage or whatever, it gets plus 2 +1/+1 counters. Darkstar should be good here, because we're going to get a lot of food. Should have a lot of ways to make it good. So I think I'm going to lead on Vine Reap here. Longstock Brawl, not bad either. I can just fight that mana dork next turn and punch. Don't have to give them the gift. So maybe it's Longstock Brawl Bonebind next turn. We'll see what they play here. Mono green? What's happening? Okay. They have 2 mana up here? Should I go for this? It's a little sketchy if they have a pump spell. I'm gonna go for it. Oh boy. Oh, okay, good. That's it? Great. And they can trade if they like. I would like if they traded, but I don't think they will. Then we're gonna bone bind post-combat. Oh, great. Yes, perfect. So now Curious Forager can bring that guy back. And we just sack a food to do it. I could just Darkstar kick next turn and start drawing a ton of cards. I don't know if that's good enough. Ooh, big dork. Mm-hmm. Okay. Spade is also good. If they play 4 mana worth of spells, this becomes a 4/5. And then Spade isn't as great. Am I crazy if I double Darkstar here? Like I said, we didn't come here not to kick our crazy rare. Why settle for 1 Dark Confidant when you can have 2 and die twice as fast to your own cards? Ooh, red-green. Mm-hmm. Yeah, thought you might do that. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this. I don't want 2 Dark Confidants. I just want the free block there, I think. Okay, taking 2. Ooh, that would have been 7 damage to us if I had those 2 dudes still in play here. Okay, I need to find a land here. So I'm going to cash grab. There's a land. Treetop's pretty good, but not right now. We do this, and then I think I'm going to Druid of the Spade. 4/3, and then we swing. Okay. Pass to them. 5 mana now, so I can slam Glide Dive. And bring back Vine Reap at some point, or I could just bring back Glide Dive if I trade it off. That's also something nice to bring back here. This guy brings back any permanent, so I can't get back my removal spell, sadly. They had 1 card, now they're top decking into 1 more, so they don't have a ton of action here. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've got a trick. I think I'm just going to double block this. See what happens. It's less likely that they're able to get a 2-for-1 here. Yeah, fine with that, I think. Take 4. Jeez, put a 3-drop in my hand. Okay. I guess it's just double 3-drops here. So let's do this. And then Forager triggers, or sorry, Forager forages and triggers the thing. Cash grab early winter. Let's start with that. Triggers the Corpse Berry. I think I'm going to bring back Vine Reap. And then this guy forages a land. He gets even bigger. And then we punch. And I think I'm going to leave Bone Bind back as well. So now I can double block Corpse Berry and Bone Bind on the Junk Blade. Even if they pump it, I'm still good here. That's 3 mana. 1 more mana, and they can make that a 6/6. We'll see if they do it. Walking is an underestimated experience. Mgoy, yeah, like just going for a walk and like looking around at the things around you. Now, it depends where you are. I lived in a city of 22 million people in Asia, and walking around, you know, in Seoul, South Korea, it's interesting, but not in the same way as Vancouver, where I live now in Canada, where walking outside is just like walking in nature all the time. I'm walking in a forest. It's fantastic. But even depending on where you are, there's always nice places to walk. Most cities are pretty nice. Yeah, I guess it does depend where you live, but yeah, it's underrated for sure, Mgoy, and underestimated, yeah, for sure. Okay, let me think about this. So we go to 8 here. I kind of like Glide Dive into Vine Reap. So let's go to combat here. I'm going to swing here. I want to get this game over with. They chump. A little early to chump, but sure. Go glide dive, pick up a little life, and then vine reap. Make another food. Next turn I gotta play this guy pre-combat so that I can double forage here. Might even heaped harvest as well pre-combat. And just go crazy with the pumps. I do want to use this food to gain life. I don't want to eat all of it with my cultivators, but vine reap dies, makes another food. I think it's still good here. Hey Colin, how you doing, man? Worf, what's up? You don't mind telling why such drastic changes? I was 20, what was I? 24, 25 years old, living in Winnipeg, Canada. That's where I grew up. I don't love Winnipeg. Oh, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna sack this guy, get a food. You know, I was working at a big company, unionized, just had a great job for really young, like I was making good money and everything else. I had a girlfriend for about 4 years, but on the surface it looked like things were nice, but I was still in Winnipeg and I hated living in there. I wanted to move. I wanted to try, you know, living somewhere else. My relationship with my girlfriend was not great. We were kind of just like, eh. Oh, I guess I don't have great options here. Shit. I'm gonna put these guys in front of this. So one of my buddies was living in South Korea. He moved there in about 2001 or 2002, and then I didn't see him for a few years. He moves back to Manitoba, to Winnipeg. This is before Facebook and the internet and all that stuff existed. This is like, he was there in 2001, right? And then he comes back a few years later. He calls me and like he was only supposed to be gone for a year. He goes for like 2-3 years. He comes back. He calls me up. He's like, "Yeah, how's it going?" I'm like, "Dude, where have you been? Like, how's life? I lost track of you completely." Like, again, this is way before social media existed. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm engaged to a Korean girl, and I've traveled around, been to Thailand and Vietnam, China, and all this place." And he's just like telling me all these awesome stories, how he's teaching English, and it's so great. And he's like, "You gotta come out for like 6 months or a year or whatever." And I'm like, "But what?" I'm like, "Teach English?" I'm like, "I'm not a teacher. I didn't study anything about education." He's like, "It doesn't matter. You're a native English speaker. I can get you a job like that." He's like, "I can get you 5 jobs at a bunch of different schools if you want, like that." I'm like, "Really? I don't speak Korean or anything." He's like, "Doesn't matter." Of course, I didn't know any of this. When you go out there, you realize, yeah, doesn't matter if you have an education degree or not. That's irrelevant. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna heaped harvest here, I think. And so I was like, okay, so at this unionized job where I was working, I had the option of taking a leave of absence because I was already a tier 2 tech support. Like I was being groomed for management. So they didn't, you know, I didn't even have to quit. I basically said, yeah, I'm going to take a 6-month sabbatical, leave of absence, come back, have my same job again as when I left. And they were like, yep, sure. And I remember one of my bosses said at the time, "You're not coming back." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll come back. It's only 6 months." I went there for 6 months, and then I stayed there for 15 years. So I was a teacher for a couple of years. I became an actor. I was a television and commercial actor for 12, 13 years. Voice acting, theater work, tons of stuff. This is... Hold on. Okay. Just this. And I owned a company, started an import company there. Like I did a ton of different stuff over there, and I would come back to visit. It's not like I didn't come back for 15 years. Every year I would come back to Canada, spend a couple weeks or a month or whatever, and enjoy, you know, time with family, and then I would move back out there, and I loved it. I made a lot of money and did a lot of stuff, and it was great. And then, you know, my wife and I wanted to have kids. So we were like, at that point, the pollution and, you know, when you're in a country that long, at first you move to a new place and it's all new, it's all novel and everything's interesting. And little things are, you know, when somebody would walk right into me or some weird cultural thing that I found to be, you know, offensive or rude where I was from, you know, it would happen to you and you'd be like, "Oh, like, okay, that's interesting." You know, you wouldn't get mad or anything. It'd just be like, you know, some old Korean lady just elbows me out of the way to get to the bus seat. And I'm just like, all right. I'm like, that's okay. But after 15 years, when people do that, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Oh my God, really? Like, you don't know how to treat each other civilly? What the fuck are you doing? And in a city of 20 million, yeah, it's a different cultural thing. People will walk right into you. They won't even like, it's a culture thing. Like people don't notice other people. It's also a population thing when you have these big, densely populated cities. Um, and those kind of things started driving me crazy. And business was a pain in the ass. And then kids, the pollution. We were like, I don't want to raise kids in this pollution. Let's get out of here. And so we did, and came back to Canada. But little did I know that the COVID pandemic was right around the corner, and I had no idea. And so we started setting up to move and selling our stuff and getting rid of our businesses and all these other things. Okay. And then right at the end of that year of selling everything, we were supposed to fly back in March. And then in December, that's when COVID started coming out of China. Korea was one of the first places to start getting COVID cases, and people started masking up and everything. Over there, everybody knows what to do, and nobody fucking fucks around with, trying to pretend like this doesn't exist or whatever. People are very serious. They're like, okay, people wear masks even when it's not a pandemic, right? And then, yeah, it was, okay, I've got to gain life here because there is one chance I could lose this. If I flip my Dusk Worm, my Husk Burster Swarm, I will take 8 and die. So I actually have to gain life here. Okay. So I'm going to choose this. And Osteomancer. Osteomancer is just trades. Let's choose these two. Lose 0. Block. Trade. And they scoop. Nice. 6 and 2. Let's get 7 wins if we can. I will see you in the last round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for the last round. We are 6 and 2. A decent hand. I can keep this. We are trying to get the 7 wins with our Squirrels deck here. Let's see if we can do it. Osteo on turn 2, not the greatest, but I don't really care. I'm going to run it out. And if it dies, we can bring it back later. I have the other Forager to bring it back. I also have the 5 mana spell that reanimates, but anyway, Werf, no problem, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm barely even telling the story. I could go into so much detail. But when I was living abroad, yeah, I have so many stories about all the things I did there. I worked in very strange industries. I owned an alcohol import company with some friends of mine. We, should I swing here? Nah. We wanted to open a bar. We had, a bunch of buddies and I, we always like to go out to the bars and clubs, and we knew a lot of people who, there were some of these bars in the area where I lived in Seoul, South Korea. It was like the foreigner area called Itaewon. It's right near one of the big US Army bases that is disappearing. It's not there anymore, but used to be there. No blocks. And, so there were a couple bars that were owned by foreigners. There was a bunch of Canadian guys, like 3 or 4 guys, that owned a bar called Rocky Mountain Tavern. And it had been there for like 20 years, like way before I even came to Korea. And they were doing really well for themselves. A lot of them were like very, very successful bars, because a lot of Korean people, like Korean bars are a totally different style. It's just like Japan. They have their own style of bar. And so if you want to get like a Western bar, like an Irish pub or some kind of experience like that, you go to a place that's usually run by a foreigner, not like a non-Korean person. Like the best pubs were the ones run by British and Aussie and American and Canadian expats who were living there, right? And started their own businesses. This is bad. God damn it. So we wanted to do that. We were like, we go to some of these bars and we're like, these guys are actually idiots. They could be doing this so much better. Like, why don't they have this? Why don't they do that? Da, da, da. So me and 3 friends of mine who are all very entrepreneurial spirit kind of guys, we said, let's start our own bar. We can, if these guys make a ton of money, they're like millionaires now. We can do this. So then we started looking into starting a bar, and it takes a lot more money there than you think. They have this very bizarre system of deposits where when you move into a space, instead of like, if I want to start a business and I go to a commercial real estate space and I want to, rent one of these spaces, I have to pay usually a deposit of first and last month's rent. So let's say I'm paying $2,000 a month for rent. I pay, you know, 4 grand up front as the deposit. I get that back when we leave. That's it. But in Korea, if in Seoul, they have this thing where the deposit is equal to the value of the business in that neighborhood. So if you have a business in a very popular part of the trendiest neighborhood in Gangnam or whatever, the deposit is like 100 grand or 400 grand or 500, like a ridiculous, like $500,000. And when you say why is it so high? This is ridiculous. They'll tell you because the previous business was successful and brought a lot of foot traffic to the area. Now this area is really popular. So so, you know, you have to pay what the area is worth. Like now that it's so trendy, all the work and hey, they're like, don't worry, it sounds like a big amount, but if you put that deposit down, you'll get it back later when you leave, because then maybe the area will be even more popular, and that deposit rate, it's called kwaligum in Korean, goes up. So when we looked at starting a bar, it was like, yeah, the rent is like 1,200 a month, like super cheap, and the basic the building deposit is like 2 grand. But the kwaligum is 150 grand. And we're like, what? Like between all of us, we pooled all of our money that we were going to do this with. And it was about 120 grand we had to work with. If we give that whole amount as a deposit, how are we going to run this business? How do we even do this? It doesn't even make sense, you know? That's all the money we have for our operating costs. It's really dumb, but that's how they do it over there. I'm debating what kind of a trick are they gonna have here. Whatever, I'm gonna do it. I'm mana screwed here. I'm not drawing any lands. I won't be able to win this. Oh my god, really? Wow. Well, that's about the best result we could have hoped for. So it was very frustrating. So then we pivoted and said, okay, fine. If we're not going to start a bar, because all the best areas to start a bar, you have to drop your whole nest egg that that you're starting a business with. Let's just import the alcohol that we think these bars should be selling, that we know is going to be popular. We'll just sell it to them. That way, every time we go out, we can drink what we want. Because at that time, the beer was terrible. The imported beer, the only imported beer you could buy was Heineken and Budweiser, and it was like $12 a bottle for this shit. I'm not a big fan of either of those beers. Okay, reach creature, very important here. Let's attack first, though. Swing with this. I've only got 2 cards in the yard, so I cannot forage yet. Man, we didn't get enough food production here, I think, in this deck in general. We have a bit of it, but we needed more. Anyway, it's crazy. It's so popular they're no longer there at Worth. It makes no sense. A lot of stuff over there is like that. It doesn't make any sense, but everybody just does it because that's the way it was always done, and that's the way we do it kind of mentality. It's really, a lot of companies are run like this, corporations. It's really messed up. Look into it. It's a very different, culture. Like there are corporations like Samsung and Hyundai and Asiana Group and stuff that all of the executives are family. It's run like a monarchy. Like the chairman of Samsung, his son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws and grandkids and nephews and nieces are all in the heads of every division. They are running the company at the top. It's a terrible way to do business because you're not putting the best people in those jobs. You're just putting your family. Remember that nut rage heiress? Yeah, she has no business running an airline, but she's the daughter-in-law or the daughter of the chairman, so that's why she's running it. It's like it doesn't make any sense at all. Any sense. A lot of it is like that. Like it just doesn't make sense, but that's the way people still run their businesses. It's wild. Okay, let me think here. I've got to fight something down. I'm gonna eat the seed pod. Hold on, no. Yeah, let's just do that. And then I druid. And I pass. Sure. This guy forages. No attacks. Okay. So anyway, frustrating. It's the way it is. So we started importing alcohol. So we ran that company for about 5 years. We started, my business partner, one of them was German. His name is Marcus. He's an awesome dude, a buddy of mine. He had some connections back in Germany with some booze companies. So we started importing their stuff. He also speaks Korean fluently. I speak Korean, but I'm not like fluent. I'm not at the level where some of these guys. Oh, they had removal for my reach feature. Yeah, I'm gonna die. My business partners, his Korean is so good. It sounds so natural, like somebody from Seoul. That dialect, that people's jaws hit the floor when he starts. I've been with him many places, restaurants, bars, like hanging out all over the place. And when he starts speaking Korean, everybody in the room within earshot just notice, like people notice and they start like, shh, listen to that foreigner. Like people at the other tables are like, quiet, listen. He's talking. Listen to that. Is he lip syncing? Is there a recording? Like, is he really saying that? Like people are, their minds are blown by this, right? It's really funny, but okay, we finally draw our 5th land. I don't think it's enough here. But he would do all the paperwork. He was the CEO of the company. I was the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. We all had titles, but it didn't matter. We didn't, we all did everything basically. And it was great. We ran a company there. None of us were Korean, but we did it, and it was tough. A lot of discrimination. So many places and government agencies, they want to just gouge you because you're not Korean. Like everywhere is like this. There's no anti-discrimination laws in Korea. So I've gone to restaurants and they've said, you're not allowed in. That she can come in and he can come in, but you can't. And I'm like, why not? You're not Korean. Fuck off. And I'm like, what? That you can't do that. And they're like, yes, we can. This is the difference. And this is why a lot of my friends who live, in Canada and stuff don't fully appreciate what it's like to live in a country where there are no anti-discrimination laws and stuff, and yeah, people can just be shitty to you because of the way you look or the way you're anything. They can pick anything and just say no. So I've had police discriminate against me. I've had the courts. I've had accountants. We had an accounting agency. Like we could not find an accounting agency that would do our paperwork for the same price they would do a Korean business's paperwork. Even though we said we speak Korean fluently, you don't have to change anything. Just imagine we're Korean. Send us all the forms and you don't, because they don't have English versions of anything. It would be the same exact thing for them, but they're just like, we can't. No, you're not Korean, so you have to pay 50% more. Like huge amount more. It was like, oh, those are the kind of things that eventually made me want to leave Korea and not come back. Because that stuff wasn't changing. It's slowly changing, but it's taking so long. At some point, you just get so fed up with all of it. You're just like, what are we doing? What am I doing here? This is so dumb, All right, I'm barely hanging on here. Anyway, for the people watching on YouTube, I'm sure you just want to see me play this, but people were asking some questions, so. Is it time to forage up here and start punching? I guess so, right? I want to start attacking here, or we're never going to be able to stabilize. I swing both, and then I get to eat something? No, just this guy. I don't think I'm going to survive this, but here we go. Anyway, so there's a lot. I could just, there's so many stories. I've dealt with almost every aspect of culture over there, and I've seen it all. I thought racism is bad, and you learn this growing up, and I had friends of all different stripes when I was growing up, different backgrounds, different religions, ethnicities, you name it. So you think you know what racism is, and it's bad. I know racism when I see it, and it's bad. But you don't really understand racism until you experience it. You must experience it for yourself to truly understand what it's like to be discriminated against and what that feels like. It is the worst feeling in the world. You feel like you are alone, because imagine if you go to the police, they're going to treat you differently. If you go to the court, that you can't sue people, lawyers, everybody's going to treat you automatically as the one in the wrong, the person who's wrong here, in almost every situation, every social situation, you name it. And it's so frustrating. It just makes you want to leave that place. Like you experience this, and you feel so powerless. Like it's this feeling of powerlessness that's just it sucks. It sucks. So you're a criminal before the police even ask any questions. I've been in fights. I've been in the police station. I had friends get arrested because they got attacked and we got dragged into a brawl. I had friends who got beat up by bouncers one time and the police didn't do anything. They just came and were like, oh, foreigners. And the bouncer said, oh yeah, they were acting bad. There was tons of witnesses. They didn't want to hear any of it. I can go on and on. I drove a motorbike for almost 15 years there. Different motorbikes over the years, but I got into one accident that was completely this other person's fault, and it didn't matter. I got absolutely railroaded by the prosecutor in their little hearing. It's not the court. You have to go to this like special little hearing. There's a prosecutor there. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I've experienced it all, and so at some point we were like, I want to move back to Canada where stuff makes a little bit more sense, and so we decided to come back, and I've been in Canada since 2020. Yeah, it's been almost 4 years. It's been just over 4 years. Yeah, crazy. It's been a long time now, but lots of stuff that people just you get outside your bubble, and you just learn so much about yourself and the world and life, and not everything's bad. Like most people over there are exactly like people here in Canada and the States and Europe and Australia and South America and Africa and New Zealand and wherever. They want the same things. They want stability, they want peace. They fall for the same stupid shit in every country. Like the politicians over there say the same dumb stuff that they do in other countries. It's so crazy how similar we all are. And yet you talk to people on the street and they think everybody else is different than us. We're all different, like it literally, you just got to get out of your bubble. That's really what it is. But it's so hard to get people to do that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure they have a trick here. Otherwise they don't attack. I die. Can I find a removal spell? Nope. Okay. Well, sad times. We don't get to do the thing. We don't get to go 7 wins, but that's okay. Okay, that's our draft. Not bad, 6-3, but hopefully do better in the next one. We've got the Arena Open coming up this weekend, so stay tuned for that. I will be posting that on the YouTube channel. And have a great week. Peace.